knew better. Millions were laundered through front businesses, including high-end fashion companies, antique dealerships, and luxury car sales. Some of this dirty money even made its way into legitimate Pound Mansion in North London, complete with crystal chandeliers, marble floors, and a personal art collection worth a fortune. His taste for the finer things was no secret. He owned handmade suits.
Am I?
Okay, yeah.
Wicked.
So you're going to stay here until we figure out what's going on. At the minute you're detained.
I'm detained.
So you're not under arrest.
Good.
Until
I know what I'm doing. This ain't my first rodeo, love.
Okay.
Standing before the gates of power in Southwark, Bolton, and the West Midlands. In that split second, the auditor's heart rate quickens. It isn't the fear of guilt, but the sheer frustration at a system attempting to bend the truth to shield the personal egos of those on duty. A lonely yet steadfast feeling when confronted with blatant injustice. What would happen if you were the one standing there, surrounded by those with power, but lacking legal knowledge? Who truly holds the power in this moment? The one with the baton, or the one who knows the Constitution? Follow ID Refusal to arm yourself with knowledge and courage.
The man behind London's most feared crime family. How does a man go from the rough streets of North London to becoming one of the most powerful and feared crime bosses in British history? Terry Adams wasn't just another gangster. He was the mastermind behind the infamous Clerkenwell crime syndicate, better known as the Adams family. Unlike the flashy, reckless criminals that dominated headlines, Adams operated in complete secrecy, making him nearly untouchable for decades. With his brothers by his side, he built an empire that controlled London's underworld, raking in hundreds of millions through drug trafficking, extortion, and money laundering. Even MI5 struggled to take him down. But despite his high-profile conviction, many believe the real story isn't over. Did Terry Adams truly lose everything? Or is he still pulling the strings from the shadows? The truth about Terry Adams is far more complex than it seems, and what really happened to his hidden millions might just shock you. Terry Adams was born in 1954 in Islington, North London, the eldest of 11 siblings in a large Irish Catholic family. Growing up in a tough, working-class environment, he quickly learned how to navigate the unforgiving streets of North London, where crime wasn't just an option, it was a way of life. But unlike the reckless street criminals around him, Adams was calculated, disciplined, and highly intelligent. He wasn't interested in petty theft or getting into bar fights. He had his sights set on something much bigger. Even as a teenager, Adams showed a natural talent for leadership. He understood that power didn't come from being the loudest or the most violent. It came from being the one pulling the strings behind the scenes. While others were content with quick money from low-level robberies, Adams was thinking ahead, plotting how to build a criminal empire that could last. By the late 1970s, alongside his younger brothers Patrick and Tommy, Adams started assembling a network of criminals. Unlike other gangs that relied on brute force, the Adams brothers ran things like a business. They focused on organized crime, where the real money was drug trafficking, extortion, arms dealing, and money laundering. This wasn't just another street gang. They were building something far more sophisticated. It wasn't long before their operation became known as the Clerkenwell Crime Syndicate, but the streets had a simpler name for them, the Adams family. Unlike high-profile criminals like the Cray twins, who craved media attention.
Plainclothes PC Allen demands ID immediately. Fatal error. Under Pace Code A, in a voluntary encounter, you have no obligation to provide details unless reported for an offense or arrested.
The Adams family kept things deadly silent. They knew that secrecy was their greatest weapon, and they used it to their advantage. Throughout the 1980s, the Adams family rapidly expanded their reach, building an underground empire worth millions. Their brutal efficiency, extreme secrecy, and ability to eliminate threats made them one of the most feared criminal organizations in Britain. If someone crossed them, they didn't just disappear from London, they disappeared for good. But this was only the beginning. Terry Adams wasn't just another gangster, he was a mastermind, and the real rise of the Adams family was just about to begin. By the 1980s, the Adams family was no longer just another London gang. They were a full-scale criminal syndicate, running operations with military-like precision. Terry Adams, the undisputed leader, ruled not with reckless violence, but with absolute control. His brothers, Patrick and Tommy, played key roles. Patrick was the enforcer, handling security and eliminating threats, while Tommy managed financial operations, ensuring the syndicate's wealth remained well hidden. The Adams family's influence spread like wildfire, and soon, they controlled vast portions of London's underworld. Their business wasn't just about survival, it was about domination, and they had their hands in almost every profitable criminal activity imaginable. Drug trafficking. The syndicate established direct connections to Colombian and Moroccan cartels, smuggling massive quantities of high-purity cocaine and heroin into the UK. Unlike street dealers, they operated at a wholesale level, supplying major distributors.
Surrounding the citizen and hostile body language violates the Peelian principle of policing by consent. Public photography is a lawful activity, not an inherent threat.
Across London. Arms dealing. They weren't just moving drugs. They were also linked to the illegal weapons trade, supplying firearms to criminal groups and even suspected of arms deals with factions in Northern Ireland's paramilitary conflicts. Extortion and protection rackets. The Adams family controlled nightclubs, pubs, and businesses across London, forcing owners to pay for protection under the unspoken threat of extreme violence. Those who refused quickly regretted it. Money laundering. Unlike other gangsters who flaunted their wealth, Adams knew better. Millions were laundered through front businesses, including high-end fashion companies, antique dealerships, and luxury car sales. Some of this dirty money even made its way into legitimate real estate investments. A crime syndicate unlike any other. What made the Adams family so dangerous wasn't just their reach, it was their code of silence. Terry Adams operated like a mafia boss, ensuring that no one spoke out against them. The gang's members were handpicked, fiercely loyal, and sworn to secrecy. If anyone was suspected of cooperating with authorities, they vanished without a trace. Unlike the Crays or the Richardsons, who craved publicity, the Adams family understood that true power comes from the shadows. They never left a paper trail, rarely spoke on the phone, and avoided flashy displays of wealth. Even law enforcement struggled to collect solid evidence. For years, they knew the Adams family was running London, but they couldn't prove it. By the 1990s,
police invoke Section 43 Terrorism Act. This requires reasonable suspicion. Simply filming a building is not sufficient grounds. This search is arguably unlawful from the start.
The Adams family's empire was estimated to be worth over £200 million, with deep connections to international crime networks. Terry Adams had transformed from a local gangster into a global crime boss, operating at the highest levels of organized crime. But with power came attention. The authorities knew they couldn't allow the Adams family to continue unchecked. MI5, Scotland Yard, and the National Crime Squad were closing in, determined to bring down London's most untouchable crime syndicate. And that's when everything started to unravel. By the 1990s, Terry Adams wasn't just a crime boss, he was living like a billionaire businessman. Unlike other gangsters who flaunted their wealth with gold chains and flashy cars, Adams took a different approach. He wanted to reinvent himself, stepping out of the shadows and into high society, rubbing shoulders with celebrities, politicians, and the British elite. He swapped the gritty streets of Islington for a £2 million mansion in North London, complete with crystal chandeliers, marble floors, and a personal art collection worth a fortune. His taste for the finer things was no secret. He owned handmade suits from Savile Row, expensive watches, and even a collection of luxury cars, including Bentleys and Rolls-Royces. To the outside world, he wasn't a feared crime boss. He was a successful businessman with impeccable taste. The cover-up, a legitimate businessman. To complete his transformation, Adams set up a string of high-end front businesses, using them to launder millions in criminal profits. His ventures include...
When asked, "What are you looking for?" the officer says, "I don't know." This is textbook evidence of a fishing expedition, searching without grounds, hoping to find something. This is illegal.
Included antique dealing. He invested in rare antiques, using them to hide vast sums of money. Fashion and jewelry. Some reports suggest he had stakes in luxury brands, using them as financial cover. Music industry. He even dabbled in music management, allegedly trying to clean his image by backing up-and-coming artists. This wasn't just about hiding dirty money, it was about rewriting his identity. He wanted to be seen as a refined, respectable gentleman, a man who had left his criminal past behind. But behind the suits and the wealth, nothing had really changed. The Adams family was still running multi-million-pound drug deals, extortion rackets, and money laundering schemes. The only difference was that now, Terry Adams wanted to operate like a mafia don, using influence instead of brute force. Living like a king, but under watchful eyes. Despite his efforts to blend in, Adams' lavish lifestyle raised suspicions. Law enforcement agencies knew that someone who had never held a legitimate job shouldn't be living like royalty. MI5, Scotland Yard, and the National Crime Squad started watching closely, determined to find evidence linking him to his empire. For years, Adams had been untouchable, carefully avoiding direct involvement in criminal activities. But as law enforcement tightened the noose, the walls started closing in. His extravagant lifestyle had painted a target on his back, one he wouldn't be able to escape. And soon, his carefully constructed facade would come crashing down. For years, Terry Adams had outsmarted the law.
Section 44, Stop Without Suspicion, was repealed after a 2010 ECHR ruling. Officers are now misusing Section 43 as a loophole to bypass that repeal.
Building a criminal empire that operated in near-complete secrecy. Unlike the loud and reckless gangsters who eventually got themselves caught, Adams was meticulous. No phone calls, no written records, no loose ends. Even Scotland Yard, the National Crime Squad, and the Serious Organised Crime Agency, SOCA, struggled to pin anything on him. But by the late 1990s, law enforcement had had enough. The Adams family was too big, too powerful, and too dangerous to ignore. With an estimated £200 million empire built on drug trafficking, extortion, and arms deals, the British government saw them as a direct threat to national security. That's when MI5 got involved. The surveillance operation. MI5, Britain's secret intelligence service, typically focuses on counter-terrorism and espionage, not organised crime. But Terry Adams was no ordinary gangster. His influence extended far beyond London's underworld, with links to international cartels, financial fraud, and even suspected arms deals with paramilitary groups. A top-level investigation was launched, with MI5 and the National Crime Squad working together to crack the Adams family's code of silence. The strategy was clear. Intercept communications. Since Adams never used phones, investigators began monitoring his associates, lawyers, and financial handlers. Follow the money. Law enforcement started digging into the Adams family's web of front businesses, offshore accounts, and hidden assets. Turn insiders. Authorities applied pressure on lower-level syndicate members, hoping someone would break ranks and talk. Despite their best efforts, Adams remained elusive, and direct evidence against him was still hard to find. He had spent decades operating in the shadows, and his low-profile lifestyle made it nearly impossible to link him to specific crimes. The first cracks appear. In the early 2000s, investigators got their first break. A series of high-profile arrests within the Adams family network began putting pressure on their financial operations. With the heat increasing, Adams made a crucial mistake. He became personally involved in trying to launder his fortune. Authorities discovered that Adams had been using fake companies, fraudulent loans, and offshore accounts to clean millions in dirty money. A secret investigation into his finances, Operation Trinity, finally provided the evidence needed to take him down. In 2003, after decades of avoiding the law, Adams was arrested. But would they finally be able to convict him? Or would he find a way to escape justice once again? After decades of ruling London's underworld, Terry Adams finally found himself cornered. The authorities had spent years trying to nail him for drug trafficking, extortion, and murder, but Adams had always been careful. No paper trails, no direct evidence, no loose ends. But his one fatal mistake wasn't violence or racketeering, it was money laundering. By the early 2000s, Operation Trinity had exposed him.
PC Blair enters. He acknowledges filming isn't a crime. This is the gold standard of policing: polite engagement, no forced ID, and maintaining public trust.
How Adams had been moving millions through a complex web of fake companies, offshore accounts, and fraudulent loans. Unlike his past crimes, financial fraud left a paper trail, and this time, there was no way out. The courtroom showdown. In 2007, Terry Adams finally faced justice at the Old Bailey, one of Britain's most famous criminal courts. But in a move that shocked many, Adams pleaded guilty, not to murder or drug trafficking, but to money laundering. His legal team tried to play down his past, painting him as a retired businessman who had left his criminal life behind. But the prosecution wasn't buying it. They described Adams as one of the most significant organised criminals in the UK, a man who had spent his life profiting from crime and staying one step ahead of the law. The sentence. The verdict was clear. Terry Adams was sentenced to 7 years in prison and ordered to pay back £4.7 million of his illicit fortune. For a man who had built an empire worth over £200 million, the sentence seemed almost light. But Adams had no choice. Facing the possibility of an even longer sentence, he had to accept the deal. Even behind bars, Adams didn't break character. He refused to admit the full extent of his crimes, claiming he had gone legit years ago. But the authorities knew better. His conviction may have been for financial crimes, but it was clear that they had finally taken down one of Britain's most powerful crime lords. Life after prison, was it really the end? After serving his time, Adams was released in 2012, but his problems were far from over. The government wasn't done with him. In 2017, he was forced to pay another £700,000, or risk going back to prison. Gone were the luxury cars, million-pound mansions, and designer suits. Struggling to pay his debts, Adams claimed he was broke and living off his wife's salary as a yoga instructor, but few believed him. Investigators suspected that much of his fortune was still hidden, stashed away in offshore accounts or controlled through trusted associates. Legacy of a crime boss. Terry Adams may no longer be at the top, but the Adams family's influence never fully disappeared. Even today, whispers of their operations still linger in the London underworld. His conviction marked the end of an era, but the legend of Terry Adams, the man who built one of Britain's most feared crime syndicates, will never be forgotten. When Terry Adams walked free in 2012, many assumed that his days of luxury and power were over. The man who once ruled London's underworld, who dined with celebrities and moved millions through offshore accounts, now claimed to be flat broke. But was he really? Or was this just another carefully crafted deception? After his release, Adams tried to paint himself as a changed man. He insisted that his criminal past was behind him and that he had no money left, not a penny from his old empire. His legal team claimed he was living off his wife's modest income as a yoga instructor, struggling to make ends meet. The man who once owned £2 million mansions, rare art collections, and a fleet of luxury cars now claimed to be a humble, retired ex-convict. He said he couldn't even afford a mobile phone. To many, it was laughable, a crime boss who ran a £200 million syndicate suddenly penniless. The government isn't buying it. Authorities never believed Adams' sob story. They suspected that millions were still hidden, stashed in offshore accounts or controlled through secret business interests. And they weren't about to let him walk away with it. In 2017, the National Crime Agency, NCA, took him back to court, demanding he pay another £700,000 to settle his debts. They argued that he still had access to huge hidden assets, despite his claims of being broke. Adams, however, continued to plead poverty, saying he couldn't afford to pay. But the judge wasn't convinced. He ruled that Adams either came up with the money or went back to prison. And just like that, the supposedly bankrupt crime boss magically found the cash. Where did the money come from? This sudden payment only fueled suspicions that Adams still had access to his secret fortune. Investigators believed that he had spent years hiding his wealth, moving it through trusted associates, offshore accounts, and luxury assets that couldn't be traced back to him. Some reports suggest he had silent stakes in businesses, allowing him to keep earning money under the radar. Others believe that Adams still had millions hidden abroad, untouched by authorities. There were even rumors that he had connections with international criminals, helping him move and protect his fortune. Whatever the truth, one thing was clear: Terry Adams was no ordinary bankrupt man. These days, Adams keeps a low profile. He no longer lives in luxury mansions or attends high-end parties. Instead, he stays out of the spotlight, claiming to be a reformed man. But many in law enforcement aren't convinced. They believe he's simply playing the long game, waiting for the heat to die down before accessing his hidden millions. His brothers, Patrick and Tommy Adams, have also faced legal troubles, but the Adams family name still carries weight in the London underworld. Some say their influence never truly disappeared, just went underground. So, is Terry Adams truly broke? Or has he managed to pull off his most impressive trick yet? Hiding millions while convincing the world he has nothing. One thing is for sure, if anyone could get away with it, it's him. Terry Adams' so-called downfall was supposed to mark the end of one of Britain's most feared crime bosses. A man who built an empire on violence, drugs, and extortion had finally been caught, convicted, and stripped of his fortune. Or so the authorities claimed. But was it really the end? Or was this just another illusion, a carefully orchestrated retreat rather than a true defeat? When Adams was sentenced in 2007, the authorities presented it as a huge victory against organized crime. The media framed him as a broken man, forced into financial ruin. He was stripped of his wealth, publicly humiliated, and left to live a quiet life in retirement. But many who followed his story knew better. This wasn't the dramatic fall of a crime kingpin. Adams was never convicted for his most serious crimes: murder, drug trafficking, arms dealing. Instead, the authorities could only pin money laundering on him, a charge that barely scratched the surface of his criminal empire. His 7-year sentence was nothing compared to the decades of power he had built. Despite his supposed retirement, whispers in the underworld suggest that Adams' influence never fully disappeared. The Adams family syndicate didn't crumble after his conviction, it simply adapted. His brothers, Patrick and Tommy, continued to operate in the shadows, with both facing legal trouble in later years. Investigators suspect that Adams still has trusted associates running businesses, laundering money, and keeping assets hidden. His legendary code of silence remains intact. Unlike other crime families that collapsed due to informants, the Adams family has kept its secrets. And then there's the money. If Adams was truly bankrupt, how did he suddenly pay back £700,000 in 2017 when faced with a return to prison? His claim of living off his wife's yoga instructor's salary seemed laughable to those who knew his past. Many believe Adams' downfall was more of a strategic retreat than an actual defeat. He knew that staying in the spotlight was dangerous, and the best way to hold on to power was to let the world believe he was finished. By playing the role of a reformed man, Adams successfully removed the pressure from law enforcement. While other gangsters continued to make headlines and land themselves in prison for violent crimes, Adams was laying low, staying quiet, and, some suspect, still enjoying the benefits of his past empire. Whether Adams is truly out of the game or simply operating from the shadows, one thing is certain: his legacy is far from over. The Adams family remains one of the most feared crime syndicates in British history, and even if Terry Adams is no longer at the helm, his name still carries weight. So, did Terry Adams really lose it all? Or did he pull off one final, brilliant deception, convincing the world he was powerless while still controlling everything from the shadows? For a man who built an empire on secrecy and strategy, the truth may never fully come to light. Terry Adams' story is one of power, secrecy, and deception. A man who built an empire in the shadows, evaded justice for decades, and then seemingly disappeared into obscurity. But has he truly vanished, or is he still pulling the strings from the shadows? Despite his conviction, Adams never faced justice for the most serious crimes tied to his name. The murders, drug deals, and extortion schemes that built his empire remain largely unproven in court, allowing him to walk away with a fraction of the punishment many expected. And while the authorities insist that they stripped him of his wealth, the sudden appearance of hundreds of thousands of pounds years after his release suggests otherwise. To the public, he is now a retired businessman, a man who claims to be broke, living quietly with his wife. But to those who understand the underworld, Adams' story is far from over. His name still carries weight, and whispers suggest that the Adams family syndicate never truly fell. It just adapted, evolving into a newer, smarter, and even harder to trace version of itself. So, what's the truth? Was Terry Adams truly brought down by the system, or did he orchestrate his own great escape, ensuring that his empire would continue long after the world believed he was finished? One thing is certain: when it comes to Terry Adams, the full story may never be known.
When facing police, always remain calm and demand clear legal grounds. Knowledge of stop and search laws is your best weapon to protect personal liberty from the abuse of power. Next, a plainclothes officer violently attacks the auditor simply for feeling uncomfortable, leading to a shocking compensation lawsuit that you cannot afford to miss.
Hi. What's up?
Can I just ask you what you were doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
No, when you were taking photographs of
I'm sorry?
cars. Do you know it's a police station?
Nah. You're kidding me.
Yes.
Who told you that?
Can I have your name, please?
You know what? I must this is a police station. I must be stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have your
Do I
name?
look stupid?
Well, I don't know. Like,
What do you mean you don't know?
Let's have a conversation. I don't know you.
Let's have a what? What do you want?
Do you have any identification?
I have identification.
Can I see it, please?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Are you recording?
Why do you want to see my identification?
Well, you were taking pictures of the cars
So?
in the police station or recording.
Okay, so shoulder number, please.
Sorry?
What's your shoulder number?
706.
706.
Do you have any ID on you?
ID?
Yes.
What do you want my ID for?
Well, because you're acting suspiciously. Why would you do it?
Do what?
Why would you film police cars?
Where's the accent from?
It's not relevant.
It is relevant. Where's the accent from?
Where's your accent from?
Me?
Yes.
Asgard. Where's
Sorry?
you? Asgard.
Asgard.
Yes.
Okay.
Where's yours?
Can I see
I've
something?
gave you my answer. Now where's yours?
My accent is Polish.
Polish. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I know for a fact, yeah?
Okay.
In Poland,
Yes.
you have to identify to police officers.
Yep.
In England, we don't. So stick it into your brain. Goodbye.
No.
Oi! What do you mean, no?
I need you know.
Are you
the name.
detaining me?
Well, at the moment, you haven't given me
Are you
explanation.
detaining me?
You haven't given me any
Are
explanation.
you detaining me?
Well, do I have to?
Last time, are you detaining me? Am I being detained or am I free to go?
No, you're not free to go. No, you're not free to go. No, you're not free to go.
Ah, I'm detained.
Okay.
Okay, well, what section are you detaining me under? Now, quickly, what section are you detaining me under?
The officer invokes Section 1 PACE, but grabs the person before explaining. Incorrect. Under PACE Code A, an officer must state the grounds, objective, and identity before physical restraint.
Why?
Which
not-
section are you detaining me under? I'm not going to repeat myself. You detained me. Which section are you detaining me
Why are you
under?
shouting at me?
Because you detained me and you say, why am I shouting at you? You detained me. Do you understand?
Why are you shouting
Which
at me?
section are you detaining me under?
I am not detaining you at the moment.
Am I free to go?
Okay. Why are you being?
Am
so
I free to
shouty?
go?
Well, you can go.
Am I free to go?
What's your name?
Am I free to go?
What's your name?
Say it. Why, officer? Embarrassing officer. Goodness me. This is the UK. I thought they were all dumb in here, man. She's back. What do you want? Hey, can you not follow me, yeah? Please don't follow me, causing me alarm, harassment and distress.
Can I have a threat created from the subject men outside the police station, including police cars?
For a what, man? What did you just say?
Taking photos of police vehicles is not reasonable grounds for detention. The officer is attempting to criminalize a lawful activity simply because his ego was bruised.
You have it. What did you say? Listen, lady.
I have an incident at the moment.
You came to me. You're harassing me. You detained me. Then you undetained me.
Yes. I'm on the street by the diesel pump.
What?
Yes, please. Okay.
Are you an officer, sir? No. Okay.
Okay, can we have an amicable conversation?
Well, I don't have to.
Well, not at the moment, but why don't you want to talk to me?
Because you detained me for no reason. Do you realize what you just done? You detained me.
No, I haven't.
You restricted my freedom for about 10, 20 seconds.
I haven't.
It's on camera.
Okay.
You detained me for 20 seconds. You restricted my freedom for about 20 seconds with no power. That's what you just done. This is why I'm a little bit aggravated.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm free to go. I can calm down. But a minute ago, you detained me with no powers. I was asking you which section. You didn't reply to me.
Well,
So I got aggravated.
First of all, let's start from the beginning. Okay?
Go on then.
Why you were filming police car with your camera?
Because I've got a camera.
Why you were doing it?
Because I film
Do
matters
you
of...
understand? That,
No, I don't.
I mean, let me finish. Do you understand
No.
that whenever you do such thing,
Yeah?
okay?
Yeah? I get fools officers like you.
No,
Yeah, I
whenever
know.
you do such thing,
Yeah?
okay?
Forcibly removing a mask while detained is an assault. The officer hides behind line of inquiry, but UK law does not permit forcible removal of face coverings without specific statutory power.
Yeah, carry on.
It will be seen as suspicious behavior.
Well, if you are paranoid, that's not my problem.
No, it's a police station. It's a security.
So what?
Hello, you're right.
Now you called all these officers for no reason. Why would you do that? Hi, officers. Not too bad. Yeah.
What's going on?
Nothing. This officer came out of nowhere, detained me for about 20 seconds with no power, no section, no nothing. And then she said, "No, you're not detained. You're not detained." That's what's going on. That's why I'm a little bit aggravated.
Okay.
Because you took my freedom of movement for about 20 seconds with no apparent power. That's why. That's the problem I have now. So here you go. Off you go.
Mate, what's your name? You don't need to tell me.
No. You speak to her.
I want to speak to you. Though.
Tell her why did she do that. Ask her.
We don't need a power to stop and ask somebody.
She detained me. She detained me. I said, which power are you using? She just looked in the sky or something like that. So can you speak to her? The problem she created, not me.
Mate, can I ask you something? Question.
Sure.
Why are you recording? You are allowed to record. Just out of curiosity, why are you recording?
Okay, you asked me a question and then straight away you answered it for yourself.
Yeah, I was asking, why are you recording?
But then what did you say after that?
Yeah, I'm allowed to record.
That's it. That's the answer. You got it.
Do you like police cars?
You've answered your. I'll be honest with you. You've answered your question.
So you don't want to tell us why you're doing it?
I did. You just answered the question. Because I am allowed to record.
Yeah, but for what reason? Because you like police cars in different countries? Do you like the policeman's? Do you like the British police?
Okay, I am happy to have that conversation any time of the day.
Okay.
But if you approach me in a polite manner, this lady there, she blew it off.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like I need to calm down now. You guys need to be polite, be smiley a little bit, and then asking me that question on my own.
I'm not being aggressive.
To be fair, you was. Yes.
I don't know you. And you obviously can record.
What I'm not happy with you guys right now is you're all coming at me,
Hey.
asking me questions instead of dealing with her. Instead of telling her you shouldn't be doing that.
No.
Don't talk. That's it. Zip it.
No.
Zip it.
You're not going
No, zip it. Zip it. Zip it. Zip. That's it. You're not going to talk.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Right.
They're going. All right. Do you understand? Sorry, sir. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. I'm just filming matters of public interest.
Okay.
I do this. I film. I put stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
I just show how police officers act in, how they treat the public, how they try and infringe on our rights,
Okay.
how sometimes they use Section 43 of the Terrorism Act to infringe on photographers' rights,
Okay.
and I express myself online. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Did you explain that to my colleague?
Which colleague?
Or colleague here, did you explain that to her when she asked
She
you why
came at me like, give me ID and all this. What do you mean? I don't need to explain this to her. As I said to you, if you talk to me as a human being, if you ask me, I don't have to anyway. You can come to me with a smile. Hi, sir, can I ask you?
Confessing "I feel uncomfortable" is the smoking gun. Law is based on objective facts, not the subjective feelings or anxiety of an officer.
I will answer you like I just did.
Yeah, okay. But can you understand?
But if you come to me and start shouting at me, bullying me around, then you're gonna get, you're gonna get rubbish
But
back.
can you understand though from
Go on.
our perspective,
What is it?
when there's a gentleman or anybody is filming,
Yeah.
what it potentially could look like?
What does it look like?
No, I'm saying, because we could have found out, okay, why is he or she recording?
Now ask me nicely.
That's
I think
what
we've just been
I
through
did. I
this.
did ask it, didn't I?
Yes.
Just to find out. Is it
Did
because-
I answer you?
Listen, yeah, you did.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. But listen,
That's it.
but all I'm saying is, what I'm saying to you is basically because we do get a lot of people who are interested in the British police and they like the vehicles and
Yeah, we pay for the service, so we want to look at it.
that's what to find out
That's
what's
it.
going on. Yeah, he's basically just recording for his YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's fine,
basically.
mate.
So, well, apparently not. That's what I'm saying. It's fine. I get it. You need to explain that to her.
My colleague's concern was that you
Yeah.
were in the backyard of the police. No,
Was I? Are you going to lie now?
No, you were here on this street.
Public
You-
land.
you
Yeah.
looked through-
Well, are you going to make a lie? Actually, you're not allowed to talk. I forgot.
No, like,
Ah,
why you doing
Shh.
like this?
Zip it.
Come on, guys, come on.
No, you need to zip it. That's it. You're not allowed to talk. That's it. It's that simple.
Okay, but let's just.
You infringe my rights. You need to remember that for the rest of your career. Do not infringe on people's rights
Well, I had-
ever again.
I had a reasonable.
No, you did not. This is the point. If you detained me lawfully, I would have done everything. I would have given
But
you my
at the
ID.
moment-
You didn't.
At the
You
moment-
detained me unlawfully for 20 seconds. You're lucky I'm not going to sue you civilly. You're lucky. Because it's 20 seconds, it's not worth it. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Please stop shouting.
Because it's my rights. I get.
Why are we getting aggressive?
When somebody infringes on my rights,
Let's just take
I
a
get
step back.
aggravated.
Well, listen,
Come on.
2 wrongs don't make a
I told you
right.
don't speak to me. It's better to not speak to me.
That's
Tell
not-
her to not speak to me and I will calm down.
Okay.
She's making me angry because I can tell she infringes on people's rights. I hate people like this.
Okay.
That's all.
Hate's a strong word. Yeah.
I hate people that infringe on people's rights. I will repeat that all day long.
Okay. But look, I'm not saying what my colleague said and what you're saying is
Yeah.
true. But just to make you aware,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to cross over.
I've read the sign. I've read the sign.
Just to make you aware, though, yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
read
not allowed
the
to
sign.
cross over. That's all. Okay?
If I did,
Yeah.
it'd be a trespass.
Yeah.
Trespass
Yeah.
is a civil matter, not criminal. So you're not going to be involved in it because it's not criminal.
But just to make you aware, just
Yeah.
for future.
So all you're going to do, you're going to have to ask me to leave. I will leave. I know my rights, lady.
So what are you doing now? What
Sorry?
are you doing now?
Oh, I'm just going to finish what I was doing.
Okay, what? Just record vehicles from
Yeah, just going to record around, film the station, then I'm gone.
Okay. Just yeah.
I promise you, sir. I promise you, I'm a calm person. It's just anybody who infringes on my rights, then I take it very, very personal, and I get angry. That's all it is.
Are we allowed to get your name? Can I take your name and details?
My name is again.
Thank you for doing this, by the way.
Doing what?
Thank you for giving me your name and details, though. Just
I never said I was going to give you my name.
I was asking.
I was just going to explain something. My name is again. It's another right that I have. Privacy.
So I couldn't hear you properly. So
I
say
said
again.
privacy is another right that we have, and I'd like to maintain that right too.
Okay, so you don't have to. All right, then. Fair
Thank you. Thank you. You need to explain that to her
Look, I'm
because
not,
she thinks I need to ID myself. I don't.
mate, you don't need to do anything. You're filming for a YouTube channel.
Okay.
You have your rights.
All right.
I'm happy with that. Okay.
Okay, that's it. Happy days. Bye bye.
The only reason we are here is to actually, we're intrigued about what you're doing. Like, are you recording because you like the police cars? Are you recording because you've got a YouTube channel? That's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, cool.
like,
No,
I'm
but
not-
it wasn't the case. Why did you come here? Because she called you over.
because someone was filming the police station, and
But I've
obviously
explained to you. She
it's a
came
bit
to
of
me
a-
and she detained
Are
me.
you going to speak over me constantly, or can I talk to you?
Because
it is quite rude.
Go on.
Okay.
All right, go on
Alright?
then.
The only thing is, it's a bit of a security risk when someone's filming. You have to ask questions. You know, if you don't want to answer them, don't answer them, okay? If you don't want to give details, don't give your details.
I understand that.
We are allowed to ask these
Absolutely,
questions.
ask away. I said to her, ask
Part
away.
of our job.
But are you allowed to detain with no lawful reason?
Essentially, I wasn't here, okay? I can't
Oh.
comment on that.
So you can judge me, but
I'm not
okay.
judging
How
you.
come you're not
I
saying
just
that?
said-
Asking the questions.
I've said to you very clearly, I'm not judging
But I'm
you.
telling you, she detained me for no reason.
Okay, then
I was detained for 20 seconds.
But you're not talking to this officer. You're telling her to shut up every time.
Yeah, she's not allowed to talk anymore.
So,
Hush.
how are we allowed? How is she allowed to explain herself when you're constantly telling her to shut
Because
up?
there's no explanation. The moment she detained me, I asked for this section.
Okay.
At that moment, she should have spoke. She
Okay.
didn't.
Okay.
She didn't. So she's not allowed to speak anymore.
Okay.
She should have said which section.
That's up to you.
Yeah,
I mean,
she should have
has
said
human
which
rights to
section.
Speak as well. So
Huh? Well, no, with
You
me
have
she
the
doesn't.
human
Because if
rights
she
to
speaks
speak.
to me, then I will get aggravated. It's better if she didn't speak to me.
okay, then we can make that work.
As
We
you can
make
see,
sure that there's
you
no
can see clearly I'm a calm person. With
Yeah,
you, I'm a calm
yeah,
person. With this
absolutely.
gentleman,
You have raised your
But
voice
every
a
time
few
she speaks-
times, and I'm having a little bit concerned.
right?
Um,
I can raise voices, not a problem.
yeah, but it is a little bit of a problem. It's a
Not
bit
really.
aggressive.
We can raise voices.
It's
It's
a little
fine.
bit aggressive.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you raise, you can
I
you
think
can say,
I've-
for example, you can get a loud hailer and speak with it. That's quite loud.
But sir, listen,
You know.
you can understand.
I didn't use any threatening words. I didn't say I will do this. I will
You
do
got to treat
that.
people how you want to be treated.
She detained me.
I know, but you got to treat people how you be treated.
She
You
detained
was
me.
A little bit rude.
I will be rude all day long. I will not stop. Do you know why? Because I will repeat myself. She infringed on my rights.
But you
Rights
can-
are important. Listen to me, sir.
Give yourself that
I will repeat myself. I will repeat myself. You are here. Your job here is one of your duties. Sorry, are you going to ignore me now? One of your duties, yeah, is to protect people's rights, not to infringe on them.
I know, but you understand what we're saying about
That's in
just
your
being
that's in your
respectful?
oath. In your oath, when you swore the oath, you have to protect people's rights.
But do you understand about just being respectful? Yeah, you can't. treat
I,
people like
don't you
that.
think I wasn't respectful to you?
Not to me, but
Was
to my
I
colleague.
disrespectful to you?
I mean, you've raised your voice a few times.
Okay, I did because she aggravated me. But was I disrespectful?
Okay, and vice versa.
I was only disrespectful to her.
Yeah, but
That's
come
it.
on. Like, we're all human here.
It's my right.
We've got a uniform.
It's my
on, we're all
right.
human here.
My
And
rights.
it's no
My
right to
rights.
speak
My
without
rights.
being selfish at all.
Trust me, it's my right.
Okay, I
It's my right.
understand
People
that.
fought for their rights.
Absolutely, and I agree with
People
that.
died for their
Yeah,
rights.
of course they
For
did.
this one to take it away? I don't think so.
No one here wants to infringe
Sorry,
on
sir. As much as I was very respectful to you, please do me a favor. Put the correct colours on that one, on that flag.
The correct colours.
Colours, yes.
Do you understand what that is?
I understand what that is.
Okay,
Do you understand what it is?
I do.
Go on.
But
Go on, what does it mean?
I'm wearing it for my personal reasons.
That originally was created as the thin red line in 1850 something. in the Battle of Balaclava. Yeah, there was military people that stood against Russians to, I think they were protecting a port. And from a distance, it looked like a thin red line. And then what you guys did, changed it into the blue line. You took the credit for that. And then on top of that, you're defacing the flag. So I know exactly what that means.
I'm wearing it for my personal reasons.
So I know exactly what that means. You're wearing it for the wrong reasons.
I'm wearing it for my personal reasons.
I'm just telling you, you're defacing the British flag.
We'll leave you to it.
Anyway.
Have a good day, sir.
Have a good day. Be safe.
Be safe.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, okay.
Are we done?
Yeah, you know, do what you want. You've got your rights.
I know, absolutely. I've got my rights. And you're here to protect them. Remember,
Sure, not to come in here, okay?
I don't need directives. I do not need directives.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day, sir.
Forcible mask removal and detention based on personal feelings cost the police dearly. Always record for evidence and exercise your right to a civil claim when your physical integrity is violated by officers acting outside the law. Next, witness a heated confrontation where a security guard claims power to make a citizen's arrest and the embarrassing outcome when actual police officers arrive.
The moment you are detained.
I'm detained.
Yeah, until we figure out.
Oh, mate, thank you so much. Yeah, you're going to put hands on me here?
I'm not going to cuff you.
No, you're putting hands on me.
I've got my hand on you.
Let's go to the person.
No, so you're not going to go down here. You're going to stay here for.
Am I?
Okay, yeah.
Wicked.
So you're going to stay here until we figure out what's going on. The minute you're detained.
I'm detained.
So you're not under arrest.
Good.
Until
I know what I'm doing. This ain't my first rodeo, love.
Okay.
Can you just tell this gentleman
so you can't go over
that I'm allowed to film in public?
For me, okay?
Can you tell him I'm allowed? No, I'm not going to. You get your hands on me.
I've got my hand.
Get your hands off
If
me.
you continue to be aggressive, then you will be cuffed. Okay?
Go on then, cuff me. Go on.
At the minute,
I haven't done anything.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not saying.
I'm filming him in public.
Okay. I'm not saying.
I'm filming him in public, like this.
Stay here, Hall.
My camera.
Calm down. Calm down.
The camera don't lie,
I'm
love.
not saying that you've done anything wrong.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
You're
saying-
detaining me. You're holding me in public. All these people think that I'm doing wrong, and you're holding me over something this little goon over here said.
Right, calm down, okay? You don't want to be calling people names on the
Goon,
street, okay?
goon,
Yeah,
goon.
I heard what you
It's
said.
not illegal, love.
I didn't say
Get
that.
your hand off me.
No.
Yes.
You are being detained until, calm down, until I figure out what's going on. Are you good?
Ma, I walk around filming people. It's what I do. It's not weird. He can't just call you. He's called the police, and you come up to me and put your hands on me
You are detained.
and detain me.
Yeah. Calm down.
What time did you detain me?
I know.
Can you identify yourself?
Look, I'm in full uniform.
Are you recording? Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Why haven't you told me you're recording? You need to tell me at the first opportunity.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Officer claims you must disclose recording. Fact: no law requires citizens to notify police before filming in public. Freedom of expression, Article 10 ECHR, protects public oversight.
No, I don't.
Should we get your things up so we can have a look at it?
This is always on. It's my body worn camera.
Mate.
No, same as mine. Calm down for me. Okay?
No, I won't calm down. You're putting out like. Do I look like a criminal to you?
You're the lovely boy. I know
Exactly.
you
Do I look like a criminal to you?
you're not.
So why are they? You're grabbing me.
Listen.
I'm telling
I
you
haven't
what. There's a
arrested you.
funeral going on over here.
Exactly.
Right.
So calm
Let's
down.
go over here.
So calm down. I've tried to come down here. Okay, do
You? Goon.
Come on, calm down.
Put me in the van. Go on.
I'm not putting you in that. I'm sitting you here.
No, I'm not sitting nowhere.
If you just sit
I'm
here,
not taking no
I'll figure out what's
directives
going
off
on.
you.
Listen, there's a funeral.
I was filming in public.
That's fine.
I'm a man with a camera, not a gun.
No, we
Do me a
know.
favour.
We're
Sit
just trying
there.
to find out what's
No, I'm not doing you any
Sit there.
favour.
Just sit there.
I'm not doing you any favour.
Adeline, calm
No.
down for me.
Let you go if you
I
keep
am.
making us sing.
Listen.
You're going to make negotiations with me when I've done nothing wrong.
I'm not trying to negotiate. We're just
At the minute,
You
I
can't
can't figure out what's gone on because I'm dealing with you. So if you calm down, I
Okay,
can
good,
speak
good.
to everybody involved and see what's happening, okay? Just calm
No,
down. Stay
don't
there.
push me.
Stay there.
She's pushing me.
Stay there.
She's pushing me.
My camera's on.
You're all right. You haven't done anything.
Why? Stop pushing me
All I
then.
want you to do
Stop. No.
is stay here.
You're controlling me. You're trying to give me directives. I haven't done
So I'm
anything.
trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, listen to me.
Yeah, but we have to speak to both parties.
Listen to me. No.
Okay, I know, I understand. Listen, calm down. Doing that and pointing out to
All
him
right, sorry.
and causing more issues is going to make
Go
something
down
happen,
to the
isn't it?
cube. Go down to the cube. Do
I
inquiries
can't
down there.
because I'm dealing with
Go
you.
down for a second.
Oh my
So
god.
if you calm down for me, you his partner, are you?
No.
We've got to sit in. You calm down. You know you'll be all right.
Yeah, but I know what I'm doing.
Listen, I can't go and
Blah,
see
blah,
them.
blah,
I
blah.
can't go and see
Don't
them.
put your hands on my property.
Don't point that in my face.
I'll point it wherever I
Point it in
want.
my face, okay? Listen, I haven't stopped.
You're just a goon. Job's where? Go away. Jog on.
You won't do anything. You won't do anything.
You dismissed.
Until at the minute, I
Hey.
just need to figure out, because we've
Hey.
been called,
Get-
I just
go
need to
o-
figure
go
out
over there
what's
and
been
sort him
going
out.
on.
We want
Okay?
you.
Calm
Calm
down.
down. I'm going to stay with you. Calm down. You know you're all right. You know you haven't done nothing wrong.
Explain what's happened.
I was filming the back of a Securico van, like a G4S, like that. And he's gone up to the man and said, oh, he's filming you. And then he's like, oh, I don't give you permission to film me. I'm in public. Go and explain to him that I can film in public.
Was that
No,
a
you
reason
know you
for
can.
filming the van at all?
Yes, because I can. Because this is what happens when you do.
Okay. Just to find out what's happening.
Yeah, can you identify, please? Excuse me. I can't read and write. I'm dyslexic.
846.
Yeah, name?
2386.
Station?
That's fine, in Pembroke Dock.
Thank you. Well done. For doing your job.
Listen, they are. And that you know you'll be all right. You know you'll be all right.
Listen.
No,
Listen,
I want to
stay
hear
here
what
for
you're
me.
saying.
No, you're not.
No.
You're not going to make the situation worse.
Come over.
Why are you putting hands on me?
Because you're trying to get involved and make the situation
No,
worse.
I'm not.
All I'm trying to do...
I need to hear what
Listen,
he's saying.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I'm walking down the road, filming,
Stay here, okay?
and
Listen.
you're just a goon.
Listen.
Now
Calm
jog on.
down. Stop. There's no...
Have you detained me as well?
No, you are detained.
Have you detained me?
No, I...
You detained me.
I have detained you.
What station are you,
I'm
like,
from Pembroke Dock Station.
Yeah?
719.
another Pembroke Dock station?
719. There you go. You can
Yeah.
get in full force of your camera.
I'm waiting for 720 quid off on you
Why?
for illegal detention.
Case law. Auditor claims £720. In Hicks v. Commissioner of Police, 2017, the court ruled that detention to prevent non-existent threats is unlawful. Every second of restricted liberty is compensable.
Payment?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All I've asked you to do is stand out the way for me.
No, you pushed me, you put hands on me, everybody's seen it, it's all on camera, mate.
Because you keep on wanting to go over there, so I'm trying to prevent you
I don't want to go nowhere near that
going over there. okay?
person.
As we said, it's all on our cameras as well.
Yeah, and it's all on my camera.
I know.
Right?
I know it's all on your camera.
I haven't done anything wrong, like.
Listen, I haven't said you have.
So
I'm saying-
why grab my arm and make me
I'm
look like a
saying to
criminal
you-
in front of everybody in Tenby, like?
Listen to me.
It's a small town.
Listen to me.
I'm allowed to film. Why aren't you going over there and telling him?
Listen, my colleague's over there to speak to him.
You could,
Take
you
him
could,
here
you could,
until I
like,
figure out what's going on.
it's a bit of a waste of,
We just keep on having the same conversation,
ugh.
don't we?
Yeah, because I'm in the right, and I know that I am.
Stay here for me until we
And I
figure
think you realise that I am. No, because I might drop a bit of ash on the floor and then he can try and nick me. Honestly, I swear on my kids' lives, like, I was like filming the G4S. He said, oh, he's filming you. And then the G4S man said, oh, I'll come and see you next week, or I'll take all this kit off and I'll come and see you. Threats. But it's on his camera anyway, right? And then he's like, oh, you can't film me in pub, you can't film me, I don't give you permission to film me. What's his job? He's in a public, and he can't tell me not to film him in public.
Okay.
Can he?
Well, you know, you are like the same as we can't tell you to not film us.
Exactly. So, why am I, like, being criminalised?
The only I haven't arrested
Yeah,
you.
you've detained
I
me.
haven't said but that's different to arrest.
Oh, mate, can we
You
go
need
round?
to
No,
stay
look,
here
look.
for me. Listen, just stay here.
Just around here.
Listen, we're out of the way here.
No, let's just go by here.
This as nice for you.
Look, look, look.
I'm gonna have
Can I just show you?
You're walking away.
Please, just be careful on my arm.
Yeah, I'm just holding you on. Okay? Just do me a favour. Just stand here out the way.
Just come by here.
Stay here.
Come by here, because I don't want people to see me.
I want to see you there. Come on. Come on.
Get off my arm.
We're not having this. We're not having this pulling too. Just stay here for me whilst we figure out what's going on. That's all I want you to do.
All I've done is filmed in public.
Okay? But because we've had a report,
Of
we
what?
just need to make. We just
What-
need to
what is
see
the report?
Everybody that's involved. At the moment, I'm not sure. My colleague's over there trying to get more
I'm
information.
trying to speak to you about
Okay? This is what I'm trying to tell you. Just sit here for me. Out of the way. You're out of the way of everybody.
Stay chill, kiddo. Stay
Yeah, I
chill.
will.
Stay chill.
I'll see you in a bit.
What was your name?
Really?
Why can't I ask you that question?
Because I don't need to give you it.
Okay, well, I'd like to know who you are.
Why?
Because I'm talking to you.
Why do you need to know who I
You've
am?
asked who I am because you're talking to me.
Officer asks for name because we are talking. Legal, this is stop and account. You have the right to remain silent. Police cannot demand ID unless they are about to perform a valid arrest.
Yeah, that's your policy, isn't it?
Yeah, so
I ain't got no policies. I don't work for you.
I just asked you.
You work for me.
Okay.
Jog on. No, not really. You've been illegally detained, man. I think I'll have you for the thumbnail. It's embarrassing, man.
I'm happy to see you in the van so no one can see you, but you don't want to go in.
You want to put me in there?
Listen, I said
That's extra money for me.
I said to you, I'm going to happily get you out of the way of people. You're saying that you're embarrassed.
I think it's more disrespectful for these, though.
What,
You know that filming in public is not illegal, yeah? That's all I've done. You can watch the cameras.
Listen, I haven't said that you've broken the law.
Yeah, but you've detained me.
Yeah, I've detained you because we've had Paul and I'm trying to
Alright,
figure
wait,
out
come on,
what's going
Ted. Can we just go down there?
on. Stay here. Here makes no difference to them. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Filming in public.
Okay, and I understand that that's what you're saying, but we need to speak to each party, okay?
Yeah.
And that's all that we're doing.
Can I touch today?
Why?
Main conversation.
I've been working. Yeah, bye. They've like literally detained me next to a funeral. Like. Bye bye.
Right, so my colleague's just going to speak to you from the report that we've had, okay?
Yeah.
So at this moment in time...
So at this moment in time, you're under arrest on a suspicion of harassment. So you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. We do not mention when questions
You are
in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
cool.
Alright, well, we'll have to take the phone.
These three incidents demonstrate why filming police oversight is so vital. A camera doesn't just record images, it records the truth. Without this footage, actions like the unlawful removal of a mask or baseless threats of a citizen's arrest would remain in the shadows. Public oversight forces those in power to be accountable for their actions, ensuring that policing by consent is not just a hollow slogan, but an enforced reality.